Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 86. And in this episode, I would like to do something about my lack of yellow dye. So, the signals I want to craft, we have a look at those, require signal circuits, and also these signal lamps, of course. And both of these require yellow dye. And I only have 4 dandelions left, which will at most get me 8 pieces of yellow dye, which is not going to be lasting me very long, I don't think, if each of these requires 3 of them. So I will want to make some more dandelions. Now I could go out and search for them, but I've pretty much already collected most of the flowers that I would find around here, and going further out and further out to find more is a pain. And no, I cannot use bone meal on grass, because bone meal have been disabled on purpose by me, of course, just for this reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Railcraft to make more dandelions. So if we search up the Railcraft stuff, we'll see that there are indeed dandelion seeds here. But you cannot get these by just crafting wild dandelions into seeds. Doing that only gets you dye. To get these, we need to crossbreed melon seeds with sugarcane seeds. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any sugarcane seeds, and it's the same deal with those. To get those, we need to crossbreed wheat with carrot seeds. And you'll notice it says sand here. So the first thing we're going to need to do is get a carrot and a piece of wheat, and we're going to get some crop sticks. We're going to craft these into seeds, and then there is some empty space here, fortunately, so we're going to use that. So I'm going to put down 2 crops like this, and put the wheat seeds on one and carrot seeds on the other. Now these are going to need to grow up, which is going to take a while, so we'll probably have to do this to continue to the next step in the next episode, but we can still prepare a little bit. So once these have grown up, if I place crops like this, 2 crops in one block like this will allow these 2 fully grown plants to spread into this space here. And if I'm lucky, both will spread into this at the same time, which will produce sugarcane seeds. But I'm not going to put these down quite yet. And one reason for that is because that would allow weeds to grow on these, which for one would destroy... Yeah, exactly like that. So these are weeds. I'm just going to break that. As you can see, it broke the other set of crops that I had placed, and if I allowed the weed to remain, it might eventually spread to one of these 2 plants and kill them, which I definitely do not want. So I'm going to hold off on placing those, and we're also going to need to do something else. We saw that the soil for sugarcane seeds is sand, so if we want sugarcane to grow here and here, we're going to have to replace the farmland here with sand. And fortunately, there is sand over here in the tree farm that is currently inactive. Went in here, I guess. Yep. So now I have some sand. We're just going to remove the farmland from these 2 spots, here, and here. And then we will of course be able to put crops on these as well. Then once these have grown up, we can attempt to crossbreed them. So that's pretty much it for now while these are growing up. Fortunately, the sprinklers will make them grow a little bit faster. So in the meantime, we'll have to find something else to do. Also, the dandelion seed grow on soil. So what I'm probably going to do is, once either of these two have produced sugar canes, I'm going to destroy the other 3 blocks. And then I'm of course going to put melons on the opposite, and then put empty crossbreeding crops on these 2 spaces in an attempt to get dandelions to grow there. But that's all we can do with this for now until these grow up, and I of course can't make them grow faster with bone meal either, because as I said, bone meal is disabled. So we're going to distract ourselves with something else in the meantime. So if you recall from earlier episodes, I made these nice statues. And these are from Yigamel Chatels. And I made these using a skeleton Vida and a creeper Vida. And if you haven't seen those episodes and don't know what Vida is what you get when you kill a mob. There's a very, 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 very tiny chance that when you kill a mob, it will drop some Vida, and this is what Vida looks like. So if we search for Vida in NEI, you can see there is quite a bunch. There are Enderman Vida, things from Twilight Forest, cave trolls, zombie pigmen, vanilla things, Hydra, penguin from mariculture. We have lots of stuff. So most of it is probably from Twilight Forest, but apparently when you wrench a drone from Pneumaticraft with the pneumatic wrench, that also counts as killing it, as far as Yigamel Chatels is concerned, at least. So eventually, after doing that for quite a while, not on purpose, I mean, I just wrench drones a lot sometimes, but suddenly I got this. So this is a drone Vida, which is the essence of a drone. Now of course I got the drone back like normal, so I wasn't exactly expecting to get this, but this would allow me to make a drone statue. And I know that it works because I tried doing it in a test world just because I had to when I saw that there was drone Vida, but I spawned that one in, of course. Let's see, need the bottles. So I have to make a drone statue, and of course I'm going to make it out of gold. So we're going to grab 5 balls of that because I need 9 ingots worth of molten metal to make a block, to put it in here. Then we can get rid of these. There's going to be one ingot left over, so we can take that out and put it in here to have it made into an ingot. So now we have a gold block here. So a drone is only 1 block big. It's slightly smaller, of course. So we only need a single block to make a statue of it. If you're making a statue of a cow, you would need 4 blocks, because that will cover the size of the model. I don't need that. So might want to put it in the passenger terminal somewhere. Maybe outside. Think here, maybe? Or here. Now I don't want to put it on the ground, so we're going to put it on a little pedestal, I think. Now, do I want to put it here or here? I think I want to put it here. Yeah, that will probably be nice. We put the gold block on top. Then, as you can see, you can chip away fragments of a block with a point chisel, and you can carve it into any shape you want. Now, you can do this with pretty much any solid block that does not have a special model like the walls. And of course you can't do it with tile entities. Because Yigamel Chatels will replace the block with a sculpture block, of course. But you do get the fragments in your inventory, and you can use them to place again. And if you want, you can place them in new spots. And so I could place one here, for example, and my mouse double clicks sometimes when I don't want it to. And I can make a new sculpture, and I can remove these again. And then I can remove these, and I can put them back where they were. Probably not in the same order, though. And once I place all of them back into the same block, it's now a block of gold again. Now, to make a statue of a mob using Vida, I need to shift right click the block, and I place the Vida into the slot here. I get this model of the entity here. Now, drones don't really have a lot of animations. They basically have the rotors. So I can't really... Changing these doesn't do anything as far as I'm aware. At least not anything visible. So I'm just going to hit carb. Now you'll notice that the drone is not aligned. It's facing me right now. So depending on where you are standing when you right click the block, if I was standing here, the drone would be aligned with the block grid, basically. So the statue will be facing you when you create it, depending on where you were standing when you clicked the block with the chisel. So I think this is nice. We have a nice golden drone. There's also Vida for the logistics drones, but I haven't gotten any of that, and I suspect it would be pretty much identical to this. Not sure what the colorable parts of the or what parts of that drone would be the statue material, but whoops, ow, whatever. So that's pretty awesome. Let's check on these. We have some growth here, 43%, and just 14 there, so it's probably going to be a while more. But yeah, we also have the cow Vida. So I suppose we could make a statue out of that as well. Now for that, I think I'm going to want to use some brown limestone. Seems appropriate, I think. So we're going to grab that. And I'm only going to need 4 actually, so let's just take 4. Now the question becomes where to put this statue. I'm going to want it outside because cows go outside. Maybe on the back here somewhere. We don't have an animal pen here anymore. There's a hole into the goods terminal because of some expansion I did. So I've moved the animals over here. As you can see, I killed the pigs because they were being annoying and wouldn't come up from the terminal. They fell down there. I think maybe here would be nice. Maybe. Let's make... Actually, no. I think I want grass under the cow. I'm going to put it here. Then we shift right-click one of the blocks, and we have this. So this will control the head. Cows don't eat grass in Minecraft. Only sheep does that for some reason. Let's just leave it like that. Yeah, we can tilt it, turn it a little. I don't think cows don't have a swing animation. And I think I would want the cow to be looking like it's stationary. Let's exit out of that to reset the sliders. Put that back. We'll have the cow turn a little this way and a little up, and that'll do. So now the stance is reset, so its legs will be straight. And then we carve. Ow. Oh. Apparently I was wrong. I also died because I'm a dummy who stands outside carving statues at night. Actually, I'm going to want to... stupid Endermen keep taking dirt blocks into my base and placing them in dumb places. Dumb Endermen. Let's have a buttered potato. I'm about to do this to get the well-fed healing buff. Fortunately, it looks like it's sunrise. Maybe the zombie will be gone. Yep, looks like it. Okay, so apparently I was wrong. You only need 2 blocks for a statue, even if it's larger than that. So I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure why it's so pale. I guess that's a result of how coloring works. It's still a pretty nice cow. I wonder how it would have looked if I had used marble. If I get another cow Vida, I'm going to have to test that. But yeah, it's a nice looking cow, I think. That grass block will regrow eventually. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I would also like a pig and a sheep Vida some point. I haven't killed that many pigs or sheep, which is probably why I haven't gotten any yet. Can get rid of these fence posts here. Don't need them anymore. Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of stuff to do right now in this episode. So I might just cut it short here. I'm not ready to show the current state of the goods terminal yet. Actually, I suppose we could have a look at that. Though there is some stuff left to do and some planning to do on that. Yeah, might as well have a look. I think I can take these down as well, because there are no animals here anymore, so don't need this wall. But yeah, you'll see some stuff down there, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And then we can jump down here. So here we have the goods terminal. We have a sorting system here. And this is going to sort the items and then take them over here. So I want to have the actual storage to be close to the factory, to allow the drones easy access to, well, the storage to get items for crafting. So the pipe is going to go all the way over here, where there's going to be a set of lockers. Now, we have this this thing here. So we have a set of item unloaders, of course. And these are going to... Oh, there's actually a pipe missing here. So these are going to unload carts, of course, of incoming trains. I should have some cobblestone pipes. And we have these gates, which are set to items inventory energy pulse. We'll pull the items out of the unloader's buffer, and we'll send it down this line here, which of course goes to this diamond pipe here. And the diamond pipe is empty right now, but it's going to have ores in the right or red output, or on the red side, and these go in the floor here, and then come up here, and then go in here, and that pipe comes out here and goes into this hopper here, which feeds into the rock crusher, of course. So any ores that get input into the terminal here are going to be separated here already and sent to be processed. Anything else is going to go into this sortotron, and this is from Buildcraft editions, and I really like this. It pretty much works like the sorter from Red Power, back from 1.5 or something. And so you add items into the filters here, of course, ghost items, and then you select a color for that, and you have the default as well, of course. And any item that match this column is going to be colored orange in this case. Any item that match this column is going to be colored magenta using the Buildcraft color system, of course. And then they're going to be output into this side, and they're going to go down this pipe. Then I'm going to use, and I've made this in advance, filters. Now the filters are items you put on pipes. So you put them on an exit like this, and this filter will only allow items that are colored red to go through. Kind of like coloring the pipes did in Red Power. Any items that are not red would be going down, continue down any of the other exits, if there were any, of the pipes. Now I'm not sure what would happen in this case if something else came down here, if it would pop out to just go back into the sorter. I unfortunately have no way of testing that because I don't have any obsidian pipes, so I can input things into the... Well, actually, I suppose we could test it. So if we put something in the bread, there. We have a few minutes left on the episode, so we can test this. It's going to be interesting. So if I put you in orange, then of course I'm going to have to replace this with something else to make sure that these go into there. Then I'm going to put these in here, and what's this? Any aspect, so it switches. Then we'll send this down here. That's going to be unloaded. Now the items are going to be pumped out, and they're eventually going to make their way over here. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hopefully they're actually pumped out to begin with. Probably be useful. And they are, because they're not there anymore. So let's look over here. Nothing yet. If we make a hole here, I have a pathway next to the pipe. There they are. Making the way slowly. I should probably put in a couple of spread out gold pipes to perhaps speed this up a little bit. And then they're going to make their way into the diamond pipe and hopefully be sent down the yellow exit. Yep, because they can't go in the red one, and they can't go back the way they came. Then they're going to go in here and be colored orange because they are in the orange column. And then we'll see what happens when they hit the red filter. Yeah, they just pop out. That's fine. I of course wouldn't do this normally. I'm going to have these lockers I have in here set up above the pipe, and then the connection to each locker is going to have a filter on it, of course. So then I can have actually, I might not do it that way. I might actually have diamond pipes. So I might have a diamond pipe after that. So if we have a red offshoot here, then we have a diamond pipe that sorts those items into their own lockers. Not sure how the logistics of that is going to work. I'm going to have to plan that out. But that's probably a good idea. Then I would have 1 or 2 items per locker instead of having 6 items per locker. So I can have up to 6 items per column, so 6 items per color. And then those 6 items would get sorted by the diamond pipe. And the diamond pipe can go in 5 different directions, because we have the input direction taking up 1. So that's probably a good distribution. Not sure how to construct that here yet, but as I said, I'm going to plan that out. But we have reached the end of the episode. So, in the next one, hopefully the crops will have grown and crossbred. So, and if they have, we're going to continue from there. So, I will see you in the next one.